Hello, Brigida Cook here. Again, I just wanted to share a story about how last year we got our home because of St. Thérèse. So almost exactly a year ago, our offer got accepted. And what happened was we were living in an apartment and we were kind of friends with the woman and she wanted to move back home. So obviously this was kind of the beginning of all the craziness in the world. So we were really stressed out, my husband and I, because you couldn't get a rental, like a beach rental nearby. You couldn't, it was really hard, like looking at places, like looking at houses. And we were really not trying to buy a home yet. So we were scrambling. So we're like, all right, well, I guess we'll start looking at houses and start getting like pre-approved to get a mortgage, because we were getting kicked out of our apartment with like very little notice. We didn't do anything wrong. She just wanted to like move back to the place that she was like letting us rent from her. So obviously it all works out in the end, but we were very, very, very stressed at that time. And so when we were looking at houses too, we were looking in Massachusetts and looking in New Hampshire, and you had to like set an appointment. There were so many restrictions just to look at a home. It was really tough. There weren't that many open houses. You had to like set time limits. So there was a lot of difficult things of like trying to get a home last year. I know now it's like the market's even crazier, but it was still really tough last year. So we started looking. And the first day we met an awesome realtor. She lives near us. We actually have a bunch of mutual friends with her and she's wonderful. But she took us to a few homes like the very first day we were looking. And the third house we looked at was in New Hampshire. And when we pull up, it's kind of brown. It's colonial. It's not colonial. Sorry, colonial is my favorite style. That's what I grew up in. But it was very 70s retro, and I was already like judging it. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. And we didn't get much time to look around in it because of restrictions, and it was just kind of strange. But when we got to the backyard, I saw this beautiful statue of St. Thérèse, and the back has like a wonderful pool and everything. And I was like, all right, this is definitely a God moment. I was like, that's really cool, because most people, if they have a statue, it's Mother Mary, right? Like to have a different saint, like you have to like really be into your Catholic faith. So as my husband and I were driving away, we were like, if we live there, the pool and this and that. And I noticed my husband saying like, when we are there, we could do this. So he wasn't speaking like if, like I was, he was saying when. So I was like, okay, he really can see us in that house. So we were kind of nervous to jump on it because it was one of the first houses we looked at, but we put in an offer, we wrote a letter, and our realtor was like, I don't know if you really want to write a letter, that can be corny. But we did write a letter. We told her a little about ourselves. And I asked my husband, is it okay if I talk about the statue? Because I think it's really cool that it's there. He was like, sure, go for it. And in my head, I'm like, what do we have to lose? Like, if it's meant to be, it will be. If not, then we keep looking. Or, I don't know, find somewhere to rent. But so I mentioned that I loved the St. Thérèse statue in the back. And I said that I've recently learned about her. At that time, I was just getting to know her as a saint more, and just how important it is for us to have childlike faith. My husband and I other stuff have been going on in our life. It was a really stressful time. We had been down, and the next day we get a call from our realtor saying, so I wasn't sure you were talking about family and religion a lot in that letter. I was kind of concerned about it. But they picked you because you wrote about the St. Thérèse statue. That's why they went with you. There were many offers over what we had put in, but our offer got accepted because we wrote about the St. Thérèse statue. So, pretty remarkable that God was looking out for us exactly a year ago. And obviously they left this beautiful statue for us so that it's in our backyard now. But it's just a really good reminder to always live out your Catholic faith. Don't be afraid to share about it, because you never know. Because of sharing our faith, we got this house. So really amazing that God was looking out for us and St. Thérèse. But if any of you have any wonderful saint stories about things that have happened in your life, please share them. I would love to hear. And I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. God bless you.